I see
All right, all right. Welcome, people. Welcome, people, to Sticks and Leather Sports. And
it.
my name is Montavani.
Yo, this is your boy D. What up 3 times?
Uh, all right, all right. All right, so today we're going to talk about Hard Knocks episode 3. Um, Reactions, raw reactions, how we feel about the episode, and what else we're looking forward to as the series continues. So I know we want to start it off how did you feel about the episode? Anything that stood out for you?
Um,
Yeah.
oh man. I want to say that episode it was a little funny. Because I was getting text messages the next day talking about why the Jets keep fighting in in the camp. Why they kept fighting? Why they didn't let Sauce fight? Why they didn't let Sauce fight? They wouldn't let him loose. I started laughing because I said the only reason why Sauce wants to fight because he got burnt that last play and he was upset about it. So,
He
so
did
it
though.
set him
He
off.
did
He
though.
got burnt. He got burnt. So and I kind of want to say that was kind of like my really first time seeing him get burnt like that.
Right, right, right.
So it was kind of
But he had an explanation for that though. He had an
yeah, he had
explanation for that.
explanation. He
He said,
couldn't
"I thought it
find
was
he couldn't
going left."
go something like that. And culture, you got to make it or you got to get in the next place. Since then, he wants to fight everybody that went past him, bumped him, whoever the case, he
Bro,
just wants to fight.
the defensive
So
back coach was like doing the best blocking offensive blocking the Jets have seen all
exactly,
preseason. He was like, "Yo,
but he
hands
was
and
rattling
everything."
him through everything, bro. I said, wow, that's a real box out. You know what I'm saying? He really
Yo,
boxed them out.
he
So
was not having it.
he was not having it, bro. So it was a funny episode.
Right.
But then I thought what I took from it from a little bit from it, I felt as it was a great thing to hear from Randall Cobb
Mm,
and the statement that he said about Aaron.
right,
Like I
right,
said, we
right,
haven't seen Aaron in action yet.
right.
And I know, like I said, he just got there and to be a good team, a good leader. So he's not gonna, I mean, probably show his really true emotions yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably not gonna bark and I mean demand certain things yet. And I
Mm,
think Randall Cobb saying that he is gonna be a time where Aaron's gonna be pissed off.
right.
And if you don't run your shit right, he's not gonna throw you the ball. He don't like
Exactly.
throwing interceptions.
Mm.
And when he said all that, that's what caught my attention right there and there. Like we haven't yet to see him on the field, and it's gonna be times like this. Is like I said, they're trying to show a good light of him,
Exactly.
but it's gonna be times he's gonna be frustrated
Exactly.
if they can't get the little things right.
And I
And
was like, that had me question. I was like, "Yo, how bad are they messing up?" Like,
right, because he keeps saying the little things. And I'm saying now this is every week now,
right.
and this is what, like I said, with the Jets, it's always known with the Jets. Like we always fuck something up. Excuse my
Yeah.
language, but
Yeah.
we always do something to fuck something up. And if we can't get the little things right, it's gonna become another frustrating season for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the little things it starts with the O line. And if the O line can't get it right, then the team's not gonna be able to get it right. Because
Yeah.
we always gonna be falling behind. We can have as much talent as we have, but if that O line can't block, throw that season goodbye.
Yeah. For sure. And it was a focus on episode 2 about the offensive line issues. I think episode 3 didn't have the offensive line focus as much, but they did have the wide receiver focus with the connection with Rogers and
Wilson.
Wilson. I think they had a little montage when Wilson was making all the plays. The cool,
Mm-mm-mm.
the cool thing, man. The cool thing had to be former Jet Braylon Edwards, Mark Sanchez on
Mark
the the
Sanchez.
Sanchez, the Sanchez on the sideline. I've seen those guys, and Roger started talking about how Wilson is just like, yo, this guy gets it.
Special. Yeah.
Roger is like, yo, Wilson gets it. He's a great guy. I think that was a cool thing I saw this week too, because Wilson actually did like a pretty much like an hour and change on the Michael K show, and he was just talking about, the work that's going on the field, the connection with him and Rodgers, just the what's going on with the team and so forth. So that gave me more insight of who Garrett Wilson is and the type of person he is. And they actually had his dad on the call too. He called in. So that was so cool to see, but it translates on the field, man. Like his speed, his route running is just crisp. Like I think Aaron threw the ball behind him, and he just like
snatched
it right there. The corner was right there, and Rodgers like, "Yo, I threw it behind him."
You threw behind him. I think was either Mark I think Sanchez, even Mark Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Brandon said that was like, "Yo, you see how he caught that ball? Like he
it was Mark.
Snatched it. Yeah, it was Mark.
Of course, Mark doesn't know that because he would stay doing that.
Oh my God! Listen, let's not
bad passes.
Let's not even get into the Mark franchise days.
We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that.
Because, like I said, we had our moments, but then we had our bad moments as well. So
we're
not gonna get into him. But it was cool. It was cool to see. I think it's always cool to see former Jets support current Jets.
For sure.
Or time with a mentor, whatever the case is. I always think that's kind of cool. And to see Braylon there and Mark Sanchez, like I said, at the end of the day,
can't forget about Woody.
Woody with the iced out chain. I see Woody.
No, not Woody. He did have the iced out chain.
My man Dame. Oh, my bad. Oh, my man Dame.
You know what I'm saying?
Dame always was my guy. Dame always my guy. So
Damian Woody's
always my guy. So I like I said, he's another person that whenever even though he played for the Patriots and won a Super Bowl with them. I mean, when he was with us, he plays that.
He did his job, bro. He did his job.
And like I said, he's a big old teddy bear, man. He has a good spirit. I always watch him on ESPN whenever I get a chance. And like I said, he like I said, just to see him there, I'm like, oh, that's what's up.
Nah, but I think you hit the nail on the head though with the focus on episode one of the key parts of episode 3 with the discussion from Randall Cobb, how he was simply just talking about Rodgers, and thus far, man, Rodgers has hit the nail on the head in everything, press conferences, everything. But I think I remember episode 1 or 2, somebody said something about, oh man, they love you up here. He's like, for now. He did that real quick because again, the pressure will be on, man.
Yeah,
we gotta win.
It's New York. What you expect? You can't come to New York and not win and not to expect any type of constructive criticism, any type of criticism. So if you don't win, you don't produce, you're gonna hear it.
Right.
We had superstars on our team before. That pressure is hard, bro. Like right now, believe it or not, when we look at New York sports, who's the face of New York sports right now?
Rodgers.
It's Rodgers.
It's Rodgers.
When we look at basketball, is anybody on the Knicks or on the Nets that like really the face? Like if you go into a place and you see that player, everything is stopping.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
In baseball, I don't know if Aaron Judge has that type of power.
Judge had it. I feel like Judge had it for a couple of months, man. All last year. He had the city, but Rodgers, it's all Rodgers right now.
It's all Rodgers. Like that's how I feel. And I think like I said, man, if you don't produce,
Mm-hmm.
It's either you're gonna get that backlash like how Brett Favre got it when he was with us, or you can either turn the shit around and you could be bigger than Joe Namath.
Mm-hmm. And he wants it.
And he went,
That's one thing I got
yeah,
it.
basically.
That's one thing I know. He definitely wants it. He's a competitor, but he's also a commander too. I think he's a commander.
Right.
There's like
Mm.
the was it
Just like
the four
yeah, Robert
competitors?
Sala. Yeah, go compare, like he said it.
The
Robert
four
Sala said it.
competitors. You know what I'm saying? So I think he has that, and I think when things start getting challenging, um, especially in the wide receiver room, and he wants things to
Mm-hmm.
be exactly the way it is, he's
Right.
gonna command that. He's not gonna
He's
hold
gonna
back,
command that.
like Cobb
It's gonna.
said, and that's
He's
okay
not.
though. That's
I would
okay.
like that. I'm not mad, but it's not okay if he's doing that. We're losing.
Mm,
So you understand? Because I'm. When Randall Cobb said that, what flashed in my head was all the Green Bay, those days when he was on Green Bay, and when there was frustration.
mm,
And I thought about especially last year, like you didn't have your top receiver as far as Devontae Adams. You had to work with a bunch of rookies. And, and one thing we can say is about Aaron Rodgers, he's always calm. You don't think so?
oh yeah,
Every
yeah.
situation, he's calm. You always believe that if they're down, they'll come out the shell, whatever the case is. You
Hmm.
always believe. So I think that energy is what would change the Jets frame of mind and how they compete because he always feel it when even though they're down, they can always come back. And he brought
Exactly.
that mentality when he was with Green Bay. If he could bring that with the Jets, then he can survive. But it
Yeah.
has to be either Super Bowl or bust. Like win a Super Bowl, we don't care about no breaking records, how many yards. You're gonna break the most yards in a season for a quarterback with the Jets. You might break the touchdown record with the Jets. You're gonna break records being a Jet.
Yeah. But we want that ring though.
But that doesn't matter. No one don't care, but we want that ring.
We want that ring, and that's another thing too, is that there's no lull in the schedule, man. So every game that we're gonna play is like super high pressure. So how are they gonna meet that level so quickly? You know what I'm saying? That's what I keep on thinking about. Because it's always been throughout the whole hard knocks. It's everybody trying to raise the level. Coach Sala preaching it, raising the level. Woody coming in with the big chain, raising the level. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is trying to raise this level, but it's like, yo, at the end of the day, we've been down for a while, bro, as Jet fans. You know what I'm saying? It's very fast, bro. This pivot has been very quick, very stark. So we have to like meet that level. So I just hope that the connection with Wilson and
hmm
Rogers is
hmm
is tight, and it shows that in episode 3. So I hope that carries over into week 1. And
Right.
then um Cobb, I hope Cobb has a solid season too, man. I hope he really
I,
does.
I honestly think he's there for the mentorship,
Mm,
and he will be Rogers' security blanket.
of course.
So you know how like I said, like, I'm looking at it because we have so many talented receivers. Um, and like I said, we got Wilson, Lazard. And we got the dude from Kansas City, Hardman.
We got
We call it
Hardman, we
Hardman.
call him, and we got some rookies.
So yeah, we got a rookie, we got Cap, we got a couple of people. So and not to mention, and we'll get into that later, but we just lost a receiver. So
Mm, yeah.
like I said, man, we have the talent, bro. It's so much depth in that roster. Like I said, I don't know if it's hard knocks or of the players are actually doing it, but it looks like a lot of players are working the ass on
Oh
both
yeah.
sides.
Oh yeah. I
And
mean, and I think one of the plays that they highlighted was Smart,
Smart,
Trindell Smart.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know his first name is Trenda. I can't remember his first name, but I know it's Smart,
he's smart.
Mister.
Last name is Smart. Yeah,
Okay, Mister
he.
Carcucci board.
They highlighted that too, like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
episode. Like
Right.
he might not, I mean, but he knows what he wants, and that was one of the things he wanted to do. And
Dude.
I don't know, I just feel like I said, those guys. He's not a rookie. He's been in the league for
Seven
some years
years.
now, but
7 years, you said.
he. So like I said, he knows what he had to do, but I don't know. Our I'll say this. So far, the certain name, like you said, Smart.
You got
What's the dude
Thomas in the
name?
middle.
Thomas.
Uh,
What's the dude? Cap. Who else? The rookie. The dude from Brooklyn, the running back.
well, okay.
Who else? Um,
Wakanda.
yeah, Wakanda Kizzy. That's his name, right? Kizzy, right? Something like that.
Izzy.
Izzy, yeah, Izzy. Yeah, it's like it's a couple of plays I feel like they could probably make the team, but then I'm looking at how our team is already.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, are we going to be able to get keeping all these guys? Like
I don't
the
think
running
so.
back situation is crazy.
I
If
don't
you
think
look at
so.
that depth chart,
There's too many.
it's Dalvin. There's too many Dalvin. You got Bryce Hall. Then you got Michael Carter. Then you got Zonovan Knight, and then you got this and Izzy. You
Yeah.
can't keep Izzy. Um, what's the other
And
dude?
so you said Carter already?
Yeah, I said Carter. Yeah,
Yeah, you got Carter, Cook,
you got
um,
Carter Cook and Bryce Hall.
Breeze,
And I said Bryce, yeah, Brees and the
Breeze.
dude and Knight, Zonovan Knight.
Yeah, it's a lot. It had
It's
to
a
be five.
lot.
It's like five guys right there.
It's five
It's
guys, bro. And mind you, I
it's
don't
too
know if
much.
Dalvin Cook is going to be ready for week one. I know he's coming off an injury, and I don't think he's
Hmm.
yet to practice. But I don't know what's going to happen with these guys, bro. Like to be honest.
Yeah, and honestly,
And
I like Izzy. I think he's a good story too. He runs really hard. He's been the highlight for the whole preseason. You know what
whole
I'm saying?
preseason, bro.
The whole preseason. And that
I
I think he
like
had a
him.
bruised thigh. Like that joint looked bad, bro.
Yeah,
Like
on the last
and
game he got hurt.
yeah, it looked bad, man. So it was good to see his family. They showed him in episode 3.
Yeah, and
Um
support.
his pops is huge, bro. His pops
Yeah,
is
bro.
bad
Like
big. uh
I was just excited because, like I said, he's from Brooklyn. You know, we represent Brooklyn
right.
all day. And like I said, man, his hometown. They said that's his hometown team. Like
Hmm. Right.
that's a dream come true, bro. So I mean, hopefully he
Man.
be healthy enough and we could use him. I don't know for special team. I don't
That's what I was
know how
thinking.
many
How come
times.
he's not doing special teams?
I don't know. That's why I don't know how the depth chart is going to be once the season
Right.
starts. So I feel we really won't know anything with the Jets
Mm,
or with the roster until week 4 of preseason. Well, for us, and
yeah.
that's after Saturday. So after Saturday, we're gonna know who's getting cut. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna
All these
know
guys getting
who's
picked up. All these guys
yeah,
getting
shit,
picked up,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. That's how
Quick.
I feel. Like if they don't
Quick.
be with the Jets, it's teams is gonna be calling like, yo, we want him. Like, and then they're just not willing to keep them in the practice squad or whatever the case is. Like,
Yeah, it's a wrap.
and like I said, injuries happen. So if
Exactly.
you could keep them around, and you never know, bro. So
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. Even for the I think one we got talented guys on the defensive line, no question. But I think what's
it's
special
too
about
much,
us
bro.
is a lot. But I think we're able to keep these guys fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, I
And
agree with that.
and this
I agree
that
with that.
platoon, you know what I'm saying? So when I see Smart been making plays, bro. He been making so many plays, especially game 3 where
Mm-hmm.
against the Bucks. He had
But yeah, he's
that play,
stopping the run. Yeah, he's
stopped the
stopping
run.
doing a lot. Yeah,
He was like three yards, 4 yards behind the
he was
line of
supposed to be a
scrimmage. Made the
yard
play,
loss. Yeah, he was doing his thing.
doing his
So
thing.
this is what I'm saying. This is why I say I agree with the notion that you're saying that if you could keep some of those linemen that we have, you could rotate them if somebody's tired,
rotate
throw
him.
him in there, rotate him.
Right.
I agree with that. But then, like I said, football's so tricky. Like with some of these guys, like I don't know, like I said, the Robert Salem is a he's a defensive specialist. His
Yeah,
first
he
thing is
is.
defense. If you ever noticed that anything he always go about the defense, defense is first. Like
That's
that's
his
where he came
baby.
from. That's his background.
Yeah.
You understand? So if he could do that, and like I said, put them in the game, rotate them where they can still be effective and not be cold. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
'cause you don't want to take your starter like a guy like Williams, even though he may be tired, he's hot. Take him out, put your guy in for one play, and then play him back in there. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what justice would that serve, but if they have guys that's committed to not that don't care about the playing time, but committed to just doing their job,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
yes, that could work.
And I think that's like one of the guys, Huff.
Hmm
He's
I love
been
him. I
he's
love
been
him.
clutch, man. As
I
soon
love
every
him.
time I feel like
Oh man,
they put him on in the game. Anytime it's a big down, he's in there. He's making
he
a
in
play,
there.
bro.
He's gonna play. I love him, bro.
So
He
it's
he's one of my guys on that team. Like
yeah.
he always made a name for himself. I think what was it? Well, almost about 2 years ago, last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm. Last year he dogged out, bro.
He dogged out, bro. Like and like I said, we're not gonna know until Saturday
Yeah,
when
I'm
we
interested.
play those guys across the river.
hmm
That's when we'll see how we're really coming.
Right, right.
Like,
And,
and
and
that's gonna be a little taste
right,
of
of
how we really
course.
coming.
And again, we playing them in the regular season, so it's real, man. It's usually like Salah said. I think towards I think it was like beginning of the game. He was talking
Mhm.
to Quentin about next this Saturday going
Right.
against the Giants. He's like, "Yo, we starting all the ones." You know what I'm saying? So we going live, and he's like, the whole thing is he just doesn't want Rodgers to be taking the field for the first
Mhm.
time on September 11th. He wants him to get a taste of it. So
Right.
that's something that we looking forward to for this Saturday, and hopefully he shows out. But
That's a fact.
also too, episode 3 was like I think when just the highlight of one of the highlights of the game was Zach Wilson, making the
Oh,
run, you
that big
know,
one. Yes.
that big
Yes.
run. But
That big run.
dude,
Juke the play
at
and all that, man. You
at the end
should
of
have went
it,
out of
man,
bounds. Should have went
yo,
out of bounds.
I love that. I love that because as I watched the game, because I remember watching the game, the whole time I
uh,
was tight. I'm like, bro, the run was cool, but how come he didn't go out of bounds? Because that hit, bro. Did he get it on his? He got it on his. He got hit on his right shoulder too. I mean, his right arm.
yo, listen, he's so like Coach said, your ass should have went out of bounds. But I
Exactly.
understand what, and this is why I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just the coaches or if they doing this for hard knocks, bro. But I like the way how the coaches is approaching the game, as far as
Yeah.
like the quarterback coach, the
Yeah. Yeah.
assistant coaches, like they're not putting the pressure on Wilson. They're making him have
hmm
fun within the game.
They
And
trying
you heard when
to.
the coach said it. Yeah, the coach said, "Yo, he's having fun out there. Let
hmm
him have his fun." Like,
Yep. They've
and it
all
make
said
you, it
that.
makes you, yeah, like makes you. It, once you hear a coach say that, it makes you want to play harder. Makes you want to
Yeah.
make those plays. Like you feel happy about the game. Like you
Right.
don't feel like, oh, I'm coming in here. If I fuck up, they're not fucking with me. Da, da, da.
Yeah,
Nah.
exactly. And that was
You
the
know what I'm saying?
consistent message from episode 1 to 3. And we've only seen a glimpse, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But um the offensive coordinator, he's like, yo, make sure you have fun. I want to see you smile.
Yeah,
Roger's saying that, yo,
thank
I
you,
want to see you smile. You good, man?
thank
Oh,
you.
what's your gear like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
your
think
swag, yeah.
the
Because it was
swagged
like,
out,
yeah,
the
he's a
sleeve.
young, he's on swag out today. Like I'm
Exactly.
telling
And I
you,
think he
like
was like, I think one part he was telling him, I think the headband, the episode 3, we finally found out because I never knew about like why he was a headband.
uh,
and he was saying like, "Yo, like you wearing the headband again?" Like Roger said, "You wearing the headband again or something?" And he was like, "Yeah, like, dude." He's like, "I gotta wear this. Like, I sweat in my eyes. I can't see,
You
so
can
I
see.
have to wear that." So I was like, "Oh, okay. I ain't know
Oh,
that.
okay.
I thought he was just trying to like, oh, swaggy,
Like,
swaggy and
nah,
stuff." So,
baby Manziel.
baby,
You know what I mean?
let's hope not, son. Let's hope not.
No, hell no.
We gonna see Zach on freaking Hulu or Netflix. Nah, bro, we don't need that.
Yo, Zach gonna have one of his men playing wide receiver. Yo, listen, yo, bro, yeah,
Yo,
you definitely don't need no other Manziel, man.
nah,
You
we
good,
don't, we
man.
don't. But
You
he was it was scary at times, man. I mean, bro, I just need him to slide, and I
know,
like the fact that even Rogers sat down with him. So you're like, yo, you gotta go like, how come he didn't go out of bounds, man? I
yeah,
think it
go
was
out of bounds, bro.
go out of
But
bounds.
but even but even Rodgers, see, this is like I said, this is like I said. I hope they're doing it because they really want to be a team,
Yeah.
and they're just not doing it for the camera. The way how Rodgers been coaching them,
Mm-hmm.
everything's working with Zach. Zach been listening. He
Mm-hmm.
said, "Yo, once you make your move, get to the right, hit
Yes.
to the left. You don't see,
You
get
gotta
out
be
of there.
moving. Mm-hmm.
You got to be moving." And that's why that big run came about. He got
Yep.
out, he got the ball, he held the ball, hit to the right, to the left. He didn't see nothing. He got out of there. Like,
Yep. And they did that
and he was
flashback
out.
too. They did
And
that
it was a
flashback.
flashback, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And he was
episode
telling
one, I
him
think.
that. So
Mm-hmm.
episode one, he was telling him. So it was like, all right, bro, like what you're getting from Aaron, you're starting to learn. You're making your throws.
Mm-hmm.
You're sure so you're not forcing the ball. But like I said, at the end of the day, you're not playing against starters.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it gets different when you play against guys like the Patriots
Ugh.
and they trying to break your neck and you know what I'm saying? Like and that pressure is on, that defense is on and so it's different. But for the fact that he's progressing in a good way
Yeah. And he's gonna have his time.
and he's having fun, you still get to learn from Aaron too. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no better position that you have right now.
Right, right.
You're still getting paid as a top five draft pick. All you got to do is be patient and wait till they hand you back the keys.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Listen, he
That's
might
it,
get some
bro.
playing time if we smoke some team by 40. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. And that's it, bro. I'm
That's
telling you,
it.
bro. He could be. Let me tell you something, bro. He could be a Super Bowl champion
Mm.
and not play a single snap for the next 2 years
Melvin
if he
Gordon.
win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He could be a
Right.
Steve Young.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Moment Steve Young and Joe Montana when they was going through it, he
Right.
could be like that
Yep. Yep.
and just learn. You could be a Jimmy Garoppolo, like with Tom Brady. You can learn.
Facts.
So when it's time for you
The highest
to
level.
have your own team, yeah, for your own team, you know what to do. You already had the experience of trying to do it by yourself, and it didn't work out the first 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, third year, you get to learn that.
I mean, it's a power move for his career, and
It's a
you
power
know,
move.
he definitely um admitted that. I think episode 2, he admitted that season 2 was hectic. Well, the past 2 years was hectic. Um,
Hmm.
so he was just like, yo, it was crazy. It was a lot. It didn't go so well, and then now he got this opportunity to be under Rodgers. So he's learning, and it's
Learning,
evident
bro.
in his play. So hopefully, he's just able to learn from these mistakes. We like to see him getting out the pocket, but boy, he got to
Right.
slide, bro. He got to slide. Like it's just
Well, hopefully he's gonna learn. He's gonna learn. You know, when somebody
not
pop
the
his
hard
ass,
way
he's gonna
though.
learn. Not the
But
hard way, but listen.
he did it last year though. That was in the preseason, bro. I was like,
Yeah, But
Come
remember,
on,
what year
dog.
was it? What year was it that he tried to do a little juke and he
That was
fucked something
last
up? What
year.
was
That
it?
was last season.
Oh, that was last season?
That was last season, man.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
last
that was last
season.
year. So yeah, he has to learn how to slide because
Come
we
on,
like top
dog.
quarterback, bro, but we're not. Like I said, man, I think he's taking those risks even more now because he knows he's not starting.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, yo, I'm gonna take this risk now. I'm not starting. Like, even if I was to get hurt for a whole year, bro, like, what does that matter? Like, Aaron's gonna be there unless Aaron gets hurt, and
Yeah,
it's not normally that you see Aaron be hurt for a whole year. Like,
yeah.
so
He
I
gotta
mean, that's how I
chill
figure
though.
he fight. Yeah, he got to chill, but I figure that's why he's like, yo, I'm about to make this run, and I'm gonna try to truck this guy, whatever the case is, and whatever happens,
That had
they're
me
gonna see the
tight.
effort.
That had me tight. But I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah,
everybody was just as tight though. That's what
yeah, everybody was
everybody
on the
was
same
just as
page.
tight.
Like, yeah, like, all right, man, come on, man, like, you gotta slide, bro. The people that's invested in Zach wanted him to slide,
Hmm.
like the coach and Aaron, and because they know, like, if you get hurt, bro, like, you never know. Like I said, you never know what can happen. Aaron can be hurt for a game or two. You have to step in. That's
Right.
what we need you. You know what I'm saying? So things like that it matters. So yeah, I agree with you. You have to slide, bro. You're not trying to make the team. You're already on the team. You don't have to prove
Exactly.
nothing to nobody. Just slide. That's it. Just slide. That's it, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying?
had me. He was killing me, bro. He was killing me. But I'm just glad he he got out there safely. There was no issues, and you know Izzy. It wasn't a knee injury. It was a thigh bruise.
Right.
It was a bad thigh bruise.
Mm-hmm.
And then no other injuries after that. So I was just happy they got out of there safely and no major
Anything
injuries, bro.
sound right? No injury. Right. That's all. I'll tell everybody. Yo, you could talk about the Jets, this, that, we could do this. If we're not healthy, none of that
It's
shit matters.
over. It's
It's
over.
over. So
So
unless because like I said, last year was promising, and once our quarterback and really true, once our quarterback and our running, no, I don't want to say running back, 'cause we kind of bounced, we kind of like bounced up from when our running back got hurt. Like Carter
yeah,
stepped up, Knight stepped
damn,
up,
yeah.
and we end up getting James Robinson from the Jaguars.
Hmm.
So that was cool, but once our quarterback went down,
It's over. It starts with them.
it was
It
over.
starts with them. So it's more of a matter of keep Rogers safe, um, and the whole Hard Knocks thus far has been,
Injury
hinting of
free.
the injury free and also just the offensive line giving them more time. So,
Right,
I mean, as the series progressed, I think we're getting into like the last episode or two.
right. I think yeah. 'Cause the next episode will be them talking about the Giants.
Okay,
So
so
I
then
don't know
it's
if
almost done.
that episode, yeah, I don't know if that episode will be like they talk about the Giants and people getting cut. Because that's the last
Mm,
game for the Jets.
that's the worst episodes. Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be
every
the worst
time.
episode. So I don't know if it's gonna be a 4 or 5 episode.
And then lastly, we even talk about the rookie show, man. They stepped it up.
Oh yes. Oh my God. Well, listen. I'll tell you this: your boy Cap came through.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Cap came through with the Eminem verse. He came
Right,
through,
right. He definitely
came out.
did.
So I respect it.
He was
But
rocking
the
the
guy,
crowd.
he was rocking the crowd. He had the crowd control and everything. It was all stood up. I respect it, man. I was paying attention. I'm like, okay, because the first guy he said a corny ass joke about his friend getting locked up
Nah, it's Izzy, bro.
and
Yo,
no, yo, bro, his friend getting locked up, and the reason why he didn't get locked up because his name is Justice. I'm
Justin.
like, what? I'm like, yo, bro, like everybody,
Yo,
everybody looked at him like, what? Then
that was horrible, son.
son, some dude came out. He was playing. what's that song? Return of the Mac. He was singing that. He had
Oh
the
yeah,
long
yeah. They
leather
came
coat
through.
trench on. You
Right, right. With the
know
mic. They did that.
he
Who
did
was it?
that. He did.
Um
I forgot.
the
Oh my
lineman,
god.
bro. The
Yeah.
lineman. They did some did they do Backstreet in sync? Did they do it in sync?
What song was that? I wanted that one. What song they did? Oh my
They
god,
did
bro.
I went back that way. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I think it was Backstreet Boy. Yeah, they did that. Like I said, it was better from their first performance, bro. Like I said, I think Cap performance capped it
Yeah,
off. You know
he
what I'm
rocked
saying?
it. He rocked
He
it.
rocked it, so it made them be like, we fucking with y'all. Like other than that, it was
Nah,
like,
the
all right, bro. Like,
Aaron Rodgers came through, and a couple of events I saw they came through with the Nerf guns. Yo, because I think the first time, the first go around, they was doing they was all throwing pieces of paper. He's like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to throw out of arm. Let me come through with the Nerf gun. Yo, that joke was
yo,
hilarious.
nah, they was throwing paper, water at them that first one, but it was wilding on them, bro. Like I said, oh nah, they
Oh
ODing on
my
them, but
gosh.
yeah, I was on that
Yeah,
one.
that was a
I
great
want to say
episode.
that was a great. That was a good episode. Like it was like I said, that episode was more funny to me than for me to really say. Like I could say I broke down so many points on that
Hmm.
episode 9. Like the
Right.
episode was just it just shows like the Jets camaraderie and like I said, just them trying to put it together. Like
Yeah.
before we take the next topic, it was this is why I said episode. It was the scene with Aaron Rodgers, right?
Mm.
Now, mind you, you will have to maybe put it in slow motion for you to see it. But Aaron Rodgers jokes all the time if you ain't noticed
He
with the
does.
coaches. So I think it's just what's his the Jack Hackett, what's his name? Hackett?
Yeah,
Nathaniel Hackett,
Nathaniel.
yeah.
Nathaniel.
Behind
Oh,
him and
you
and
broke
flips
up.
the
You broke up. Yeah. You
you
said
hear me?
Nathaniel Hackett? Yeah, Nathaniel
Yeah,
Hackett did what?
Nathaniel Hackett, yeah, Aaron Rodgers goes behind Nathaniel Hackett and let's say puts his finger behind his backside. Right? And Nathaniel, Nathaniel Hackett knew it was him, and he started laughing like, "Yo, bro, if I'm gonna find that video, I'm gonna send it to you, bro, and you're gonna be dying."
Yo, nah,
Like
those two are funny, son. They got
funny,
they got
bro.
they got that relationship.
Yeah,
just being with the Packers, and
be with the Packers,
I
right?
I think they really trying to just like kind of calm things down. Because again, I'm
Too
interested
much.
to see once we get in the season, bro, how they just like weather the storm when things are not going right. How do they like
Yeah, how they gonna do
gather
right?
things? You know what I'm saying? Because Nathaniel had a year, bro. Episode 2, he was the focus. Oh, episode 1, he was the focus with Sean Payne's comments and so forth. And let's
Hmm.
just be real, he had a crazy year last year with the
Yeah,
Broncos.
it definitely was.
Broncos, it was wild. The timeout, the clock management, hiring somebody to assist Nathaniel's team with getting the plays in and all. It was a mess.
Yeah,
So
it was a mess.
we're gonna see.
So, like I
We're gonna
said, we're
see,
gonna
man.
see how it goes. Like I said, Saturday we're gonna get a little glimpse
Hmm.
of what it can look like on
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah.
against the Giants. And like I said, we'll take it from there once we see what's going on. Like you mentioned before, we're gonna have Beckham and Dwayne Brown. They should be playing Saturday.
Hmm.
Um, so that's a good thing that you want to hear because they was in the
Right.
for some time now. So now that they're playing, that's a good sign for us. And like I said, we get to see Aaron. And I don't know if Brees, I don't know if he played
I
that
don't want him
game.
to play. I,
I don't
I
want him to play either because this week, last week was his first week, like really practicing.
mhm.
And so we're gonna see. But
Yeah.
I wanna like I said, I want to see how the defense, the starters look. I want to see how the offense look. how the
Yeah.
offensive line looks.
Yeah.
I want to also see when the backups come in for the starters now, how they're going to respond.
Yeah.
Because
I
some of
did.
those players are going to be on the team and they're going to be backing up whoever, coming in for whoever. They're going to be on special teams. I want to see how everything clicks, how
Right.
offense clicks, how defense clicks, punt return team specialist. I want to see everything click. Like I want to see how. I don't care if you're a rookie. I don't care. I want to see how it click because if that doesn't go right, that means the coaching is not right.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So I want to see them. I want to see them clean those things up because it's not just only about the players; it's about the coaches as well.
It's true.
So,
All
so
right. So
all the players
we'll
out
end it
there.
here.
No,
We'll end it here. Episode 3 was a solid episode. We learned a lot about the team.
hmm
Um, we just hope we get some insight on this last game that we're not gonna see on the TV. Maybe some behind the scenes stuff that Hard Knocks illuminates for us. So hopefully we get some good footage on that. And but overall, episode 3 was a solid episode. So uh tune in for the next time for episode 3. We're definitely gonna have a video reaction to that, and we'll have a discussion about it. So thank you for tuning in to Six and Leather Sports. I'm Montavani. Darren.
yo, it's a boy D, man. You already know, man. Salute, man. My bad, y'all. My mic messing up right now, but salute, man. We're gonna be back here next week, man. Talk
Let's
about some
go.
more things.
All right.
All
All
right,
right.
y'all.